definite deflection there.
And he's gone. Another wicket for Nick Cook. 5 in his first test. Well caught there by Botham. It came quite sharply. Took it 2 hands. Nick Cook has 5, and Richard Hadley is out without scoring.
The danger man has gone. It did go quickly, but the ball came at a very catchable height to Botham, just where he likes it. Watched the ball carefully into the hands, and that's a key wicket taken by Nick Cook. 176 for 7. Looks so much better when he pitches the ball up.
Good catch. Nicely caught that by Alan Lamb out there at point. That would have landed some 3 parts of the way to the boundary. And Lamb plucked it out of thin air for Ian Botham to give him his 2nd wicket.
Lance Cairns can never refuse the opportunity to attack the ball that's pitched well up to him. A strange arc of the bat. It flew flat and was well picked out by Alan Lamb. It must have come absolutely in line with the crowd background.
Still to come Ian Smith and Ewan Chatfield. Ian Smith's off the mark. That's a beautiful piece of cricket. Lovely anticipation that from Alan Lamb. It was well bowled by both of them, but you have to have a lot of courage and good reflexes to be going forward at gully for a catch like that.
Just the extra effort from Ian Botham. A little bit more put in, a little bit of height coming out, just a bit more. And Alan Lamb always moving forwards onto the balls of the feet. And it's so easy in that position to rock back on the heels, and had he done that, he'd never have caught it.
Fine hit. Pause from the crowd and from Ian Smith, the non-striker.
Nothing to lose. I think that the New Zealand tail end have been rather awe-inspired by Nick Cook dropping the ball in there, surrounded by close fielders.
Tried him again with another short one. He's out in more ways than one. Hit that into his face, I rather think, and dollied up for an easy catch. So Botham finishes with 4 wickets, and Cook with 5. 191 all out New Zealand, and leaving them a long, long way short of England's first innings total of 320.
Hill series of 83. After 2 test matches, it was 1-1. We come now to the 3rd test at Lord's. There are the 2 teams. England in their first innings made 326. New Zealand made 191. And we're joining now at the start of the England 2nd innings, and it's Hadley bowling to Taveray. Bless you. I didn't know you would.
Wisely decided to have a 3rd man in this time. It's only a single. A little bit of tension out there, I think, not only in the middle, but amongst a number of the crowd, seeing what's going to happen here to Chris Smith. He just held it up, he says, I'm not ready yet. But, great concentrator, this Chris Smith. In comes Hadley. He wanted to go, but very wisely was sent back. That's a good-looking shot from Tavare. Very crisp on drive, and they're bringing 4 runs. This is few opportunities of scoring anything around about leg stump. It's a great strength of Chris Tavare's play. Chatfield then to Tavare. And more runs for Chris Tavare. I think Smith, if he's wise, will come back for 3. Indeed, he is doing. So it's a fairly unusual scoreboard at the moment. 10 on the board and all 10 to Chris Tavare. So Chris Smith to face Ewan Chatfield. And that's it. Yes, he's tickled it away. Fine style on the long leg. A single. And that's brought an immense cheer from this crowd. Anybody would think he's just gone to 100. That's a good-looking shot. 4 runs. Short outside the off stump. And Tavare looking in very good form here at the moment. On to 14 now out of 15 on the board.
Richard Hadley now, nodding to Tavare. Martin Crowe, New Zealand, just struck on the side of the nose, forehead, and a bit of blood there. Just a little mark above his eye there, bit of blood drawn. Well bowled. Hadley strikes for the first time for New Zealand, and Martin Crowe, who was struck above the eye, has had some recompense there.
And Tavare the unlucky one, but after all, that's what Hadley was bowling for. Little nick onto the pad and out.
Good shot.
Yes, it did well to get onto that, because it was a little bit leg side easy to miss those.
Square drive. A little gift for David Gower. $50 up for England. 52 for 1 now. Gower goes to 14.
Oh, that's a good-looking shot. Half volley pitched on the leg stump. Cracked that away through a middle wicket for 4. So Gower moves on to 32, the total under 75 for 1. So that's the 50 partnership. And Gower's share is 33, 76 for 1 now. These two coming together when Tavare was out at 26. Gower now to face Gray. And he's gone. So joy there for Gray. Beautifully caught at forward short leg. And Gower goes for 34, 79 for 2.
Gower swung the bat in a full arc, which is enough to persuade any short leg fielder to back away, but he kept on coming in, diving. Martin Crowe, marvellous catch.
It had to be an inside edge onto pad in the first instance. Just how it spun a long way, that ball. And then the catch had to be taken. A nasty diving catch, and the difficulty always is to get there with your hand under the ball if you possibly can.
Well, New Zealand will be delighted to see the back of David Gower. That's a good way to get off the mark. He's presently picked the spot between bowler and mid-on and opens his account with 4.
Alan Lamb and spun across him. Evan Gray has taken his 2nd wicket.
Not only did this one turn, got up a bit, and Lamb scarcely prepared. I think it was the turn that beat him in the end, rather than the lift. He was in no position to cope with it.
Waiting for that. He's been given a torrid time by Richard Hadley. That one was short but didn't fly, as have done quite a few of the others. Up for England in their 2nd innings, and with that lead of 135, New Zealand face a daunting task.
So Gray in his 17th over, 2 for 27. Admirable effort this from young Evan Gray. Gatting finally using his feet to him and getting him through mid-on for 4. Spin, and out goes Gatting for 15, and it's a 3rd wicket to Evan Gray. Good shot of that dismissal there. Nice bit of flight, spin as well from Evan Gray, completely deceiving Gatting.
And Ian Botham comes out with England's lead growing quite comfortably to 254, a comfortable position, but the batsman under some pressure from a pitch which is giving a little help to the spinners.
So Botham on his way, easy simple. Lobbed in the air. Oh, great let-off there for Ian Botham. On the top edge, lobbed very gently and quietly over Coney's head. And that swung away off middle stump. That could well be the first 6 of the match. Just dropping short. So Botham getting underway here at Lord's is on 15 and the total on 136 for 4.
We join play now in the 5th over after tea. Another 9 runs have been added, and Richard Hadley is the bowler. Chris Smith is taking strike. It's a big shout. Looked as though Smith played a long way away from his body there. The ball was a long way away from the body.
Certainly a very confident shout.
Looked as that might well have flicked his trouser leg as it went through to Ian Smith. Oh, that's close. That's back leg, I think. Almost identical to the manner in which he was out in the 1st innings.
Well, that must have been very close indeed. either flicks that front pad, but it gets through to the back. And Richard Hadley, I think, felt that of the 2 appeals and 2 balls, that was the one that counted.
And he's been given this time, and that really was the ball produced by the ball before. The LBW appeal turned down, and Richard Hadley let the next one rip as fast as anything he's bowled in his life, I reckon. Chris Smith has gone.
Tremendous pace, so much quicker than anything Richard Hadley has bowled, and Chris Smith was taking evasive action rather than trying to play a shot. He's walking away, pretending not to know much about it. He'll know that he's met probably the fastest ball of the match, and he'll also know that he's played a perfectly good test innings, revealing a lot of character after that naught in the first innings. Chris Smith goes for 43.
More to Botham. Up comes to 150. Yeah, safely away from Edgar, the man at backward point. Easy 3 there, with Taylor coming back quickly. The one thing Evan Gray mustn't do is drop short to Botham.
157 for 5 then, and Gray to Botham. Down the wicket, gone for the big one, didn't quite middle it. It's skating away, and that's rather foolish, because I think Bracewell might well have cut that off. Little boy came in to do the fielding, but nothing that the umpire could do but to signal 4. He's given that the old heave-ho, wide, and crushed away through the offside for 4 by Botham. Takes him on to 40. Chatfield again to Botham.
Well, that was going a long way.
Gray again to Botham. That's the one he's looking for, and Ian Botham finally goes through to his first 15 Test match cricket this season. Fours in it, and looking much more like his old self. He's 14th 50 for England. Chatfield in again. Steered wide to slip. Chase down there for 3rd man. It's racing away. And it's gone for 4 runs. Somewhat streaky boundary for Bob Taylor, and that trebles his score. He's found the gap this time all right, made it late and square, and adds 4 more to his total. Goes on now to 55, and the score to 192.
Well, that's as simple as you could possibly have. Joe McConey breaks through, as he so often does. He's a good partnership breaker, and quite a humorist as well.
Well, I don't think there were any great subtleties about that ball. It seemed to come just gently straight out of the front of his hand. And Bob Taylor, turning it on the leg side, gets an outside edge.
Yeah, but quite safe. Not sure that he quite got that. Might even have been something like a leading edge. But he's so powerful that even a miss hit will carry down.
And also, that ball was about middle stump. This is Chatfield. Oh, quiet. It isn't quiet. It's up in the air. And Ian Botham's excellent innings of 61 coming to a summary end. Caught Coney, bowled Chatfield.
For New Zealand to get back into the game, they had to knock over